RJ Trades. If you have not liked and subscribed, don't forget to click that like and subscribe button. Click that bell button so that you get all the updates about my latest video. Also, don't forget to follow me in other social media. I'm in TikTok and Twitter where I'm just posting different charts, some things I feel, earnings and whatnot. And also a lot of how to different strategy like option strategy, stock strategy, and a lot of things, right? So don't forget to follow. Click that like and subscribe button. So let's get started. Today's topic is basically a lot of people wanted to kind of long-term stocks, kind of dividend stocks, which are very stable, right? So I'm gonna go over top 5 dividend stock I think which gonna perform really good on the long terms. So I kind of managed to get the stocks which are growing as well. Not only dividend, lot of the dividend stocks they are like really flat or they are kind of going down. That's not great. Other things you need to notice is I have seen people's you'll find the stocks which gives you a dividend of 20-30%. It looks good, it looks really great, right? 20%, you don't need to do anything, but a lot of times those companies fail. They cannot keep up, they keep reducing their dividends, right? So few things you want to look into the dividend stocks. One is basically, are they paying dividend consistently? What is their history, right? So a lot of times you gotta look into those uh, how many, like it needs to be 5-10 years, right? The other things, are they increasing the dividend, right? As you go up, are they increasing their dividend? That's the other criteria. So very important criteria. Other things of course is if they're growing as well as kind of giving you a dividend, that's really good. You can see that team AT&T also pays dividend, but if you look at their chart in monthly, right? So I'm gonna show you ATT. That's why I did not I think ticker T, I did not added them. See, they're basically kind of, if you look at like 10-12 years, basically flat, right? I mean, they were at 40, still down, right? Up, they went up, down. I'm not sure if they had any split, but I think otherwise they would have a stock split adjusted. But seems like basically you lost money if you invested in, well, you made some in dividend, but basically even if you invested like 10 years ago, right? So it's kind of not a pretty chart. Looks like pretty bottomed, but you want a something dividend with the growth. I like those, right? So that's why these are my top 5. So number 1 is Verizon, right? Verizon, you can see that since we bottomed out, this was the crash, financial crash, 2008 2009. So definitely everything was down. But if you got in almost from 28 29, almost 25 to 55, almost double, right? Not only dividend, it has been growing as well. On top of that, they are paying dividend almost 5%, 4.4%. That's a great dividend, right? If you put money in a bank, you get nada, nothing. But here you're making almost 5% dividend and they are growing like almost double. So 7. So yeah, they're pretty much ROI would be like 5 to 10%, right? So even if it's like 6 to 7%, which definitely looks like, then it's like almost double, right? So they are growing as well and they are paying you dividend. So they're double money. One, you buy it somewhere here, it doesn't matter where, but you buy it at 30, it's almost 60. So your stock investment appreciate by double. So you put 100,000, that's 200,000. On top of that, you are getting 4% of dividend, right? Which is yearly, but you are getting, right? That's how the compounding works, and on the long run it would be really great. So let's look into, how do you look into, are they like, look at the company if they are paying dividend in the long run. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do is Verizon dividend history, right? So pretty simple, just Google search Verizon. So if you go NASDAQ, they had some this, they will give you all the history. Now it will give you, see, look at this, exactly what we're looking for, right? They have like 10, 15 or whatever. But if you look at that, they've been paying dividend. I think they were paying dividend before that, but you can see that 2013 5, and they're increasing the dividend, right? So if you look at that, they are increasing 53, 51, 53, 56, 57, 59, 60, 61, 62. So they are consistently increasing their dividend and they are paying dividend for longer time. That's pretty good, right? So P ratio great. Dividend is almost 4.47 annual dividend. So one stock will give you $250. So two stock $100 will give you $5. That's almost 5% for free money, right? So from dividend, and on the top of that they are growing too. So that's a great. So second we'll look into J&J, Johnson and Johnson, right? Great company, and look at their chart, right? They are growing rapidly, almost from 56. They are growth history. They are like 300%. Not only dividend. See, dividend is not as juicy as 5%, but almost half. But you can see that they are growing company. They are growing rapidly. So this is another great company. Really great potential. They are not going anywhere, and they are paying dividend too. So those J&G is great. Another growth story with dividend is Home Depot, and actually it's been kind of range bound, which is good. But look at that, right from 2009 10, almost 28 to, I mean, it's like what, 4 8 almost 9 10 times 10x, right? These are great companies. And think about it, it will, oh, wow, something I noticed, like they were trading a lot more volume at that time, huh? Oh, wow. Jesus, the volume has decreased significantly. That's interesting, something new. But look at that, right? The price is almost exploding from 20 $30 to 268. On top of that, they are paying dividend about 2.48%, which is great, right? So, the great company. So, that's my top three. So, number four, also one thing I try to do is not only one sector. I was trying to kind of go over different sector, right? So J&J, it's kind of healthcare. You have Verizon, kind of consumer, and you have a Home Depot, and now we have kind of Walmart. So basically these are kind of recession proof. They'll do good anytime. And look at that, Walmart was 50 and almost 84 in 14. Wow, didn't notice that. So it was 86 and 50, then kind of went downhill, huh? Wow, pretty exciting. But Walmart is actually is pretty good point right now. They're almost 153 now, around 130 to 130. I think this is pretty good for Walmart. Like, I think they will probably recover pretty good. But yeah, if you look at Walmart pay a dividend of about 1.66%, which is great in my opinion, cause they are growing, right? They are investing a lot of money in e-commerce and everything it has to do with e-commerce. They're expanding, and they're offering different products. They're acquiring new companies. It's a growth company. Not only it's not kind of going down like a T. And last and not the least, we cannot forget tech. Both Apple and Microsoft pay dividend, right? Both Apple's and Microsoft pay dividend, but Apple is, I think, like it's way too high. So the growth is kind of, again, it's really hard for Apple to grow at this point. I'm not saying they're not gonna grow, but I feel like Microsoft has a lot more room than Apple itself. Again, the dividend is not juicy as other, but still it's about 1%, and they've been doing dividend for quite a while, and really reputed company, and it's more than dividend, it's a growth story, right? So these company, you just buy, enjoy your dividend, maybe reinvest that dividend in the stocks, and you look back, you put like 200 300 $400 every year over year, and maybe look back in 10 20 years, and you will see a good chunk of money, right? Look at this, Microsoft was almost trading at what, like in 2010, almost in 25. Oh man, I remember I was in Microsoft at somewhere around here, actually 14 15. I was around 25 30, and I was like, it's not moving, kind of. It was in the whole this range for a while, and it wasn't moving. I kind of gave up, then it's kind of literally flew. Then I got in around 100, I think, yeah, right around this period, like 2018. Then I have in my portfolio, but Microsoft is the fifth one, right? So these are great company. Others few I can think is, there's like CVS, Visa does pretty good too, and Visa is growing, and so is MasterCard. Again, these are growing rapidly, but dividend is not that juicy. But again, right, they are growing. Look at that, it's more than dividend, it's a growth, right? But these are great companies. So you have CVS, Apple, and a lot of this company. Yeah, if you have any good companies you think they're great, comment below. Other than that, yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great day. I will see you in next video. Thank you all. Bye.